developed biologic for asthma.
Trust Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale for your first alert. You're watching News 12 live at 5. Continues.
Well, welcome back. Rainfall chances coming up.
All right, thanks, Mikkel. Pedestrian deaths are rising here at home and across the state. A report from the Governor's Highway Safety Administration shows Georgia ranks 6th in the increase of pedestrian deaths during the winter.
Just yesterday, another pedestrian died in Augusta at Mike Paget Highway in Finnessy Road. That's where we find our Sydney Hood here live for us tonight. Sydney, you've been digging into these numbers. What have you found?
We're seeing more and more of these accidents happen on busy roads like Peach Orchard Road, Deans Bridge Road, Gordon Highway, and Mike Paget Highway just behind me above my shoulder here. And to kind of break things down from you, we found just in the last 5 years, more than 50 pedestrians have died, and then we discovered about 60% of those come from just one zip code in Augusta, which is 30906. So the South Augusta area, and we talked with city leaders, and they said they are looking to improve roads to make them more pedestrian friendly, but that's too little too late for families mourning loved ones.
He'd want us to be happy. He'd want us to remember him as we all knew him. The man that would take his shirt off his back and give it to a perfect stranger. I don't just want justice for my brother. I want justice for my mom as well.
That pain you see on her face, that pain you hear in her voice, it's hard to listen to, it's hard to watch, but she said she doesn't want another family to go through what she's going through right now. And coming up all new tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, how change could be in the works, could be coming to roads across Augusta to keep you and your families safe.
All right, thanks for keeping on top of this, Sydney. Hopefully some change, like you said, is on the way to help reduce some of these accidents that we're seeing in Augusta.
Yeah, too many.
Well, developing this evening, authorities are searching for a woman wanted in connection to a 4-year-old who accidentally shot himself. This happening Sunday night on Murphy Road. Richmond County deputies say they found the boy with a possible self-inflicted gunshot wound and was hospitalized. Deputies say the gun was not properly secured and charged Brittany Ryans with 5 counts of cruelty to children in the 2nd degree. Authorities are still searching for Ladarian Ryans in connection to this case. He's considered armed and dangerous. If you know where he is, please contact the sheriff's office.
After years of complaints about Richmond County Jail's medical provider, Augusta leaders, they are expediting change tonight. Augusta commissioners already agreed to drop WellPath and move forward with Vital Core Health screenings as the new provider in the new year. But today, commissioners voted to move up the start date now to December 1st, a whole month sooner than planned. Commissioners today also discussed plans to add an outdoor zip line to the 5th Street Bridge. Our city reporter Craig Allison will have more on that proposed plan tonight, all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Richmond County schools are in desperate need of bus drivers. Today, the school district held a job fair to hire both bus drivers and drivers for students in transition. This need is nothing new. Last year, Richmond County Schools announced plans to stagger school start times so students could get to school on time with the driver shortage. If you're interested in applying, you can do so on the school district's website.
If your child goes to school in Columbia County, you have one last chance tonight to look at relocation plans before the Board of Education votes on whether or not to move forward with them. Under the plan, South Columbia Elementary would close at the end of this year to open Westmont Elementary for the 24-25 school year. A new North Columbia Elementary School is going up, replacing the old one for the 25-26 school year. You can see the plans and ask questions at the school board's regular meeting. It's tonight. It started about 5 minutes ago. You still have time to get there, though. It's at the Board of Education on Hereford Farm Road in Evans. News 12 is there. Of course, we will let you know what happens.
Well, over the past few years, girls flag football has been increasing in popularity at many of our local schools.
Columbia County added it in 2020, and Richmond County has been adding teams over the past couple of years. News 12 Sports Director Dan Booth joins us now live from Evans High School, where the talents of these young athletes, it is on full display tonight. Dan.
Meredith and Will, a couple of years ago, a night like tonight wasn't possible. We have teams from all over the CSRA, including Lakeside and Jefferson County, who are at halftime right now, competing to go to a state championship in girls flag football. Now, throughout the day, I've had the chance to bump into everyone from Grovetown to Greenbrier, Evans, Hepzibah, Laney, and as I mentioned, Lakeside and Jefferson County, Cross Creek as well. They're all here competing for their shot to go to state. In an effort to continue to grow the sport, over the summer, the Atlanta Falcons created grants for high schools interested in playing flag football for them to have more resources from everything from uniforms to pylons. Greenbrier started their flag football program back in 2020, and they're undefeated right now, and helping lead the way is sophomore Aaliyah Silver, who for her outstanding play on the gridiron was named the Atlanta Falcons Flag Football Player of the Week.
I didn't really expect it because, I mean, this is not my main sport, but, I mean, it's nice to know that, like, I can get recognized in different sports and not just the sports I play, and I think it's, like, really amazing, and I was pretty happy.
Some of them, I think, they're starting to fall in love with it, and that's been really cool to see them really fall in love with football. Maybe they didn't grow up playing, but they're kind of starting to figure it out.
Now, in addition to Lakeside and Jefferson County both wrapping up their second half momentarily, we have Laney and Evans. They're going at it right after this game as well. And the last four teams still standing after this event and everything that will be taking place on Thursday when more games are played as well. We'll be going to Atlanta to play for state at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is something all of these girls and everyone a part of this community are certainly looking forward to. Reporting from Evans High School, Dan Booth on your side.
It sounds like the second half is about to kick off there, too. Great quarterback play, by the way, from Greenbrier, throwing dimes out there on the field. That's pretty awesome.
I hear Greenbrier's actually ranked 5th in the nation, so they're a pretty strong team.
Yep.
Also, some pretty strong teams out there tonight, so we'll see what happens. Dan, you keep us updated.
It's going to be fun to watch, too. Hopefully that grows even more as well. Well, the inflation crisis is hitting Georgians hard as we approach Thanksgiving, but some hope is here. The rate of rising prices is slowing down.
Yeah, that's some good news. Abby Kasoris found folks who say they're thankful for that, especially for some of your Thanksgiving dinner ingredients.
You could notice a change at the grocery store. The cost of milk and eggs significantly lower from what they were a year ago. Still, the cost of pretty much everything is up from where it was a few years ago before the pandemic.
I have seen the time I bought a loaf of bread for 15 cents. As now, it's $3.75.
Doris Pittman says she dreads a trip to the grocery store.
That thing costs money. But when you're raising the price, you're not only raising it on the rich people, you're raising it really doubling on the poor people.
In February 2023, the average price of a dozen eggs in the U.S. was $4.21, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Now you're paying roughly $2.06. At the pump, gas prices are $3.35, down $1.65 from their peak after Russia invaded Ukraine.
That means more money in the pocket for the American worker to spend on the things they want and hopefully enjoy the holiday season a little bit more.
The Consumer Price Index measures the average change over time in the prices we all pay. White House advisor Kirabo Jackson says that index rose 3.2% for the 12 months that ended in October, down from 3.7% in September and clocking in at the lowest annual rate since March of 2021.
Prices are quite stable and steady, and this is kind of where we want to be, and this is pretty indicative of just a general easing of inflationary pressures.
Taking a closer look at that Consumer Price Index, the cost of 3 A's, appliances, autos, and airlines are all going down. In Atlanta, I'm Abby Kasoris.
A popular vehicle modification now banned in the Palmetto State. Just ahead, we'll hear from drivers who want the law reconsidered and why. Mikkel?
We are tracking a big cool down moving our way for tomorrow. Also, the chance for rainfall comes into the forecast, finishing off the work week. Stick around to hear more.
Time and Temp, brought to you by Janie Casino.
All right, thanks, Mikkel. A popular southern vehicle modification called the Carolina Squat is now illegal in South Carolina.
The Carolina Squat is when a vehicle has a front or rear fender raised 4 or more inches. As Caitlin Asbaugh shows us, some fans of the modification are not on board.
Throw a blanket over it and saying everybody's getting fined or we're going to lose their license after three warnings or tickets is wrong.
Bill 363 makes it illegal for South Carolinians to take part in the Carolina Squat. This means anyone driving a vehicle with a front or back fender raised 4 or more inches could be hit with consequences.
If there's an excessive squat out there where the vehicle is like 12, 14 inches and it's a hazard, then yes, we need to address that.
The law has been in talks for several months due to concerns for safety and visibility while on the roads, vehicle performance, operation, and appearance. Coletti disagrees, saying the modifications are, quote, built to be safe.
They rebuild engines, they rebuild transmissions, so they know what would be safe and unsafe.
Carolina squat owners in the Low Country say it creates a sense of family for them and a way to express their personalities. They add they want the bill reconsidered.
We put so much time and effort into these vehicles. The last thing we want to do is mess them up or injure other people. I mean, obviously you're in a modified vehicle, so you just have to be aware of what's around you.
I think the 4-inch difference is a little bit crazy just because that's not even really squatted. You know, a lot of the vehicles that are a 4-inch difference have the same view as, you know, a truck that's lifted.
Past the wet weather and the gloomy weather for the next few days, so hold on to that.
All right, thanks, Mikkel. A popular southern vehicle modification called the Carolina Squat is now illegal in South Carolina.
The Carolina Squat is when a vehicle has a front or rear fender raised 4 or more inches. As Caitlin Asbaugh shows us, some fans of the modification are not on board.
Throw a blanket over it and saying everybody's getting fined or they're going to lose their license after three warnings or tickets is wrong.
Bill 363 makes it illegal for South Carolinians to take part in the Carolina Squat. This means anyone driving a vehicle with a front or back fender raised 4 or more inches could be hit with consequences.
If there's an excessive squat out there where the vehicle is like 12, 14 inches and it's a hazard, then yes, we need to address that.
The law has been in talks for several months due to concerns for safety and visibility while on the roads, vehicle performance, operation, and appearance. Coletti disagrees, saying the modifications are, quote, built to be safe.
They rebuild engines, they rebuild transmissions, so they know what would be safe and unsafe.
Carolina squat owners in the Low Country say it creates a sense of family for them and a way to express their personalities. They add they want the bill reconsidered.
We put so much time and effort into these vehicles. The last thing we want to do is mess them up or injure other people. I mean, obviously you're in a modified vehicle, so you just have to be aware of what's around you.
I think the 4-inch difference is a little bit crazy just because that's not even really squatted. You know, a lot of the vehicles that are a 4-inch difference have the same view as, you know, a truck that's lifted 6 inches off the ground.
Starting this week, those who violate the law will receive warnings from law enforcement until May 10th of next year. Once the 6 months is up, Carolina squat owners will be fined $100 for a first offense, $200 for a second, and face a $300 fine and license suspension for a third.
South Carolina Highway Patrol says they do plan to enforce and treat the law just as it's read. And they also recommend drivers with the modification that they need to do their research to educate themselves.
Early Black Friday sales are underway. Are they really as good as traditional Black Friday and Cyber Monday? I'm J.D. Tucker, coming up with a few tools Amazon and other retailers wish you didn't know about.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group. Now at Waynesboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
The Black Friday sales event all month long.
15% off MSRP on new Rams, Renegades, and Grand Cherokees.
Get immediate credit approval.
Good to go, Waynesboro.com.
You can see a lot of light here. Cars are out there actually hydroplaning. I think it's a big situation.
Mama?
She's on her way, bud.
Hey, hon. It's nasty out there.
I'm glad you're home.
Stay safe.
I will. Tell them to save me some. When others head in, we head out. Dominion Energy.
At Gerald Jones Auto
Holiday, turn any iPhone in any condition into a new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium, Apple TV 4K, and 6 months of Apple One. All 3 on us. It's holiday every day with Verizon.
Urgent notice from Waynesboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
2.9% financing for 72 months during the Black Friday sales event.
Massive markdowns like never before.
We are still 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving. Actually, it's next
It's
week,
1
isn't
week,
it?
yeah.
I know.
We're a little off here.
I know, but you know what? It feels like it's 2 weeks away. We were just saying it's crazy how
Can't
close it is.
believe.
Anyway, Black Friday sales, they are already underway. All the major online retailers are already advertising their deals. And you might be wondering, hey, are these as good as the ones that you'll see after Thanksgiving?
Yeah, our consumer tech reporter Jamie Tucker shows us a few tools that can give shoppers hints of when prices will drop between now and Christmas.
What the Tech, sponsored by Augusta Preparatory Day School.
And these early Black Friday deals you're seeing right now may not be that much of a deal. Prices can go down before we get to Christmas. They could also go up, and there's no way to know. But these tools can help you make an educated guess. Now, for Amazon shoppers, the website Camel can help you hit deals at the right time. You simply copy and paste the website address into the Camel search bar to see its price history, or you can install the Camel browser extension. This Innova sous vide cooker is 27% off on Black Friday deal, but look what happened a month ago. The price spiked to $200, its highest ever. When the Black Friday deal started, the price dropped to make it seem like it was a better deal. It's frequently at the present sales price, but its lowest price was $12 less earlier this year, so it could drop again. Then again, you'll find some deals are exceptional. This Bissell vacuum on sale for $100 now. According to Camel, it's the lowest price ever by about $40. Camel only tracks Amazon prices, and it doesn't have an app. There's also Keepa, a smartphone app similar to Camel with price histories and the ability to watch for deals. Now, Honey is a website, browser extension, and app from PayPal that finds deals and discount codes. Plus, Google has added a new tool to its search engine. Search for an item, tap shopping, and then on sale to see current deals and sales from most online retailers. And remember, if you do shop from a smartphone, don't shop on public Wi-Fi. Use the data plan instead. It's a lot safer. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
If you're shopping early for Black Friday deals, make sure to check the return policies. Some retailers do not allow returns or refunds more than 30 days after the purchase.
Parents and caregivers, listen up. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, free diapers and baby items will be given away at the Richmond County Health Department located on Laney Walker Boulevard. Supplies are limited, so be sure to get out there as soon as you can. But free diapers.
Can't complain about
that. No, that can be very helpful to a lot of families, Mikkel.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. As far as a quick update on the tropics, we are watching an area out there. We'll talk about that and those rainfall chances when you come back.
This month is yes.
We'll take a look at this. A South Carolina hospital has started a new tradition of celebrating babies who graduate from the NICU. This is in honor of Prematurity Awareness Month.
Babies are given crocheted graduation caps to celebrate the milestone of finally going home. Hospital staff say this is not only to help support the parents of these newborns, but also the staff themselves as they work tirelessly to keep these babies healthy. It is a major milestone.
Absolutely.
They finally get to go home.
They work really hard to keep them healthy as well. So
yes,
really awesome. Cute faces, great outfits. We love
That's
to see that.
That's a victory pose right there.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's good stuff there.
That's great stuff right there. It's a lot of people that started off that way and wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for NICU nurses and stuff like that. So that's great right there. As far as looking at the tropics, we are watching one disturbance near Central America, slowly moving towards the Caribbean. About a 70% chance of this developing in the next week and a 20% chance in the next 48 hours. So not looking too immediate with development, but we'll keep a close eye on that. Here back home, we are watching this area of low pressure in the Gulf of Mexico, firing off some showers possibly across southern Georgia right now. But for us, we should stay nice and dry for tonight. Not really going to see those rainfall chances moving in until we head earlier into your morning for tomorrow. So as we do continue from Wednesday into the afternoon, you can see rainfall chances do bump up just a bit as we head throughout the afternoon. Could see the potential for some more widespread light rainfall though, and as we continue even into portions of your Thursday night or Thursday morning, I should say, still tracking some overnight rainfall chances Wednesday into your Thursday. The next few days though, we are going to be dodging some showers, so keep the rain gear with you as we head towards the weekend. The forecast does improve and temperatures in the low 70s for Saturday.
All right, thanks, Mikkel. Stick with us. We have more news, weather, and sports coming up after a short break on News 12 at 6 o'clock.